What is going on, everybody? So I want to make a quick little video talking about a piece of camera gear, some photography equipment that in my opinion is pretty underrated. And what that is the light meter. I got this thing back in, I want to say, the late 90s, and back when I was shooting film, and I still use it today. uh, I've heard some people on YouTube call it throwback technology, but I personally think that's a bunch of crap. It's pretty simple. Turn it on. You can select your ISO, up or down. We'll get it set to 400. And then select, ambient light, the sun for ambient light, and you just get a meter reading. And it tells you at ISO 400, you're almost to F11 because it's reading F8. Let's see. Yeah, it's reading F8, and then it's got all those little hash marks. So it's almost F11. So at 1/125th of a second. So now you use this when you're reading the light falling onto the subject, and you push it over and use that when you're reading light bouncing off of the subject. So that's the way you use this. It's got a different mode here. You can set it to flash, so you can measure, off-camera flash. And you basically do the same thing whenever you're going into a shoot. If you've got a predetermined aperture you want to shoot at, f8 or whatever, you go ahead and set your camera to f8. You go in there, you take a meter reading with the flash, and you adjust accordingly the flash power, to get it set at f8 or whatever other shutter or f-stop you want to use. So it's, to me, it's a very, very helpful tool. You don't go into a shoot trying to get the correct exposure by taking a picture, looking at the back of the camera, adjusting settings, taking a picture, looking at the back of the camera, adjusting settings, take a picture, over and over. You can grab one of these and get your reading, set your camera, and go. This is probably, since it's so old, there's a way to adjust it, calibrate it, but this may be a stop off, but I usually just go by what this says. And then of course in Lightroom or Photoshop you can adjust exposure accordingly. I rarely have to do that in post-production. I just get a reading off of this, and I do this for most of my paid shoots. Pretty much all my paid shoots I will use this. Even with the digital, shooting digital, I do use this all the time when I'm shooting film, especially on a all manual camera. It's just a necessity with that. But even on paid shoots, when I'm shooting digital also, I'll use this. Saves so much time. But yeah, what's your comments? What's your thoughts? Leave them down below. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know if you think this is old technology. Let me know your thoughts on light meters. If you have one, what kind you recommend. This is a JTL. I mean, I don't even see these anymore, but this works fine for me. You could probably pick these up used pretty cheap, but I guess people say Sekonic is the standard, but the industry standard. But anyways, that's what I got for now. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Hope this helped you out. I recommend picking one up, especially if you're running a business. It saves tons of time. That's all I got for now. Y'all have a good Tuesday, and I'll make another video in the next day or so. Talk to y'all later.